did is they had like the orchestra play with Escape, and they did a whole Journey concert.
Wow.
So it was really cool to hear the strings with the rock band.
That's
And it was really good. They just did all Journey stuff.
wow.
I think that the orchestra does it like almost every year with a bunch of different
People, yeah.
Huh. We've seen that band several times.
Yeah.
It would have been fun to see it with strings. It'd be very full sounding. You know,
Yeah.
I'll have to keep following to see if they do that again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd go to it. The singer really does sound like Steve Perry.
Mm-hmm.
He's the best I've ever heard. His three guitars just shreds every note. They're all good, but those two stand out.
You know?
I know they play a lot of dates too.
They do. They're busy.
The thing too is like travel.
Yeah.
Good morning. My name is Sharon McWhorter, and I serve on your Board of Trustees. My pronouns are she, her. I choose to share my pronouns so that this is a brave space where everyone feels included. Whoever you are and wherever you have come from, the Unitarian Universalist Church of Akron welcomes you. We are delighted you have joined us this morning, and our hope is that all of you find a place of peace, harmony, and dignity. We offer a special welcome to anyone who has joined us today and who is new to our congregation. Please contact the church office if you would like to learn more about us, or visit our website at uuakron.org. We gather here on ancestral lands of other peoples, some of whose names have been lost to time and knowledge, of the abundant hunting and fishing grounds and trading paths of the Erie and the Haudenosaunee, of lands sought as refuge by the Lenape, of the coastal pine barrens who came seeking a home of peaceful coexistence. We are on the lands of trees and rivers, of abundant forests and great waters. May we, in our living and gathering here, honor this home of many, commit to repairing our relationship to the land and native peoples, and live in gratitude for its gifts. We do have a few announcements. Stop by after coffee hour. At coffee hour, we have a plant sale, the UUWA. There's lots of plants out on the patio. Take what you want and make an offering. The Chronic Illness Support Group meets today in the library at noon. There's a Board of Trustees meeting this Tuesday at 6 p.m. You can join us at the church or on Zoom. And the final stone soup will be this Wednesday at 6 p.m. I'm not sure, what is he making? Tacos. Tacos? Yes. Okay. There will be tacos, and everybody is invited to bring something to share also. The spring congregational meeting next Sunday at noon after service. Proxy forms are available in the office and on the Board of Trustees bulletin board in the crossroads. Additional details, links, and information can be found in our weekly emails and on our website at www.uuakron.org. Or you can also visit us on Facebook. As we gather each week in the joy and comfort of community, we take a few minutes to reach out and greet each other personally, especially those we have not seen or who are new to our community. So at this time, we're widening our welcome, so feel free to greet people.
Our invocation today is from Mary J. Harrington, "Come together in praise and thanksgiving." We come together today in praise and thanksgiving for the gift of life itself. Someone gave birth to us, and some of us have given birth. All of us have been mothered in our time. All of us have mothered. Let our time today be one of recognition that we arrive from so many places: joy and delight, wistfulness and longing and worry, unmet needs and unfulfilled dreams, loss and sorrow, loss and emptiness, loss and regret. All that life is made of, mothers are made of too. Today, we sing the songs of so many mothers who are single parents, foster parents, mothers who relinquished their young out of necessity, mothers who found their heart in adoption, mothers who left their children in 1,000 ways, mothers who rejoice, and mothers who mourn. We sing the songs of the grandmother, the auntie, the classroom teacher, the Sunday school teacher, the babysitter, the neighbor with endless cookies and time. There is a kind of love we cannot live without. It is never too late, no matter our age or situation. We sing a song of gratitude for all the moments of being known, being cherished, being found. Now please rise in the ways that you are able. Join in singing our opening hymn. We will sing it through 3 times. Ancient Mother, number 1069. The words will be on the screen.
Please be seated. Our chalice lighting for this morning is Co-Regulation by Elizabeth Barish Brown. From our very first breath, we reach out. Co-regulation, not self-regulation, is in our nature. We find our cues from the sun and the moon. From each parent and each caregiver, we find our place in this great turning planet. By turning to one another, generation to generation, we awaken to the dawn and fall asleep at the evening's end. Our life's journey is part of something greater, something simple, something divine. A flame cannot be lit without a spark. A life cannot begin without air. And we cannot begin to find ourselves without love. May we reach out to one another. May we offer love and nurturing care. May we join together in this celebration of the interdependence of our lives. In this spirit, let us worship together. Our libation ritual comes to us from our centered and African traditions. We pour this water with love for mothers and foremothers, past, present, and future. We pour this water in celebration of community and its generations. We pour this water with respect and support for the greater circle of life, of which we are all part. Now please rise in the ways that you are able. Let us be together in one voice as we are together in one covenant. The words of the unison affirmation will appear on the screen first in Spanish and then in English. El amor es la doctrina de esta iglesia, la búsqueda de sacramento y el servicio de su oración, viviendo juntos en paz, buscando conocimiento y libertad, para dar apoyo uno al otro, vivir con respeto por la vida y en armonía con toda la creación. Por lo tanto, nos comprometemos con los demás y con Dios. Love is the doctrine of this church. The rest of truth is the sacrament, and service is the prayer. To dwell together in peace, to seek knowledge and freedom, to support one another, to live with reverence for life, and in harmony with all creation. Thus do we covenant with each other and with God.
of all the many gifts of young motherhood and its many tasks, my favorite was snuggling in the rocking chair at bedtime, reading stories and singing lullabies. And one of our family's favorite stories was The Runaway Bunny by Margaret Wise Brown, with pictures by Clement Hurd. I've asked Amanda and our super tech team to help me share it with you today. Once, there was a little bunny who wanted to run away. So they said to their mother,
I am running away.
If you run away, I will run after you, for you are my little bunny.
If you run after me, I will become a fish in a trout stream, and I will swim away from you.
If you become a fish in a trout stream, I will become a fisherman, and I will fish for you.
If you become a fisherman, I will become a rock on the mountain high above you.
If you become a rock on the mountain high above me, I will be a mountain climber, and I will climb to where you are.
If you become a mountain climber, I will be a crocus in a hidden garden.
Well, if you become a crocus in a hidden garden, I will be a gardener, and I will find you.
If you are a gardener and find me, I will be a bird and fly away from you.
If you become a bird and fly away from me, I will be a tree that you come home to.
If you become a tree, I will become a little sailboat, and I will sail away from you.
If you become a sailboat and sail away from me, I will become the wind and blow you where I want you to go.
If you become the wind and blow me, I will join a circus and fly away on a flying trapeze.
If you go flying on a flying trapeze, I will be a tightrope walker, and I will walk across the air to you.
If you become a tightrope walker and walk across the air, I will become a little child and run into a house.
If you become a little child and run into a house, I will become your mother and catch you in my arms and hug you.
Shucks, I might just as well stay where I am and be your little bunny.
And so they did. Have a carrot, said the mother bunny. And now please join in singing our children and youth out to their SE classes. The Way My Mother Speaks, Carol Ann Duffy. I say her phrases to myself in my head or under the shallows of my breath. Restful shapes moving. The day and ever. The day and ever. The train this slow evening goes down England, browsing for the right sky. Too blue, swapped for a cool gray. For miles, I have been saying, what like is it? The way I say things when I think. Nothing is silent. Nothing is not silent. What like is it? Only tonight I am happy and sad, like a child who stood at the end of summer and dipped a net in a green, erotic pond. The day and ever. The day and ever. I am homesick, free, in love with the way my mother speaks. Yes, it's on.
There were wind chimes in the window, bells inside the clock, an organ in the corner, and tunes in a music box. We sang while we were cooking, working in the yard. We sang because our lives were really hard. There was music in my mother's house. There was music all around. There was music in my mother's house, and my heart still full with the sound. She taught us all piano, but my sister had the ear. She could play the harmony to anything she'd hear. Well, I don't claim much talent, but I've always loved to play. I guess I will until my dying day. There was music in my mother's house. There was music all around. There was music in my mother's house, and my heart still full with the sound. days come back so clearly, although I'm far away. Give me the kind of gift I love to give away. And when our love died, and she sung a song, we sat in the living room singing all night long, singing la 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 la, singing outdoor songs, singing the front porch songs, la 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 la, singing the hymns to send her home. There was music in my mother's house. There was music all around. There was music in my mother's house, and my heart still full with the sound.
The reading is My Sweet Angel on Earth, Thank You for This Life by Jenny Zhang. The idea of my current life began one solar revolution ago. To think I almost missed this, called the hotline numbers, dropped the mask, old friends who still pick up on the first ring. It was hard to get up. Mostly, I crawled like a crushed bug. If I lived, it was only partly will and partly divine. There is no more earth to dig up. The fire holds over the lake, and the air is still when the rain ripples through the cracked soil. What creature doesn't want to be fed? What creature doesn't want to be held? What callousness have we enacted to make earthly creatures so fearful? When you were born, I was so terribly alone. It crossed my mind nothing would ever change. I looked for the fates and the furies, the generational curses and inauspicious beginnings. Where it was written in the stars, at the very least, I would have liked to blame God. I didn't know what it was like to feel another heartbeat. We make shapes all through the night. I love it when you perch on me. We hold each other, and it is not about being a container for pain or healing the birth wound. It is really not about saving the world anymore. I feel humble because of you, and I know gratitude too. We spoon through all the phases of the moon and sunbathe in the mornings. I finally know what this feeling is like. I want to explain, but I honestly can't. To make the words as much or more than the actual experience would be impossible, maybe even wrong. Your love is the sweetest love. It is a miracle, for I still feel sorrow. I still cry for days. The pain is still very much here. But now that this is more than an idea, I have begun to learn to make myself happy. Waiting for things to change seems silly now. Every day, you know more of the world. I am your mom. You are my baby, and we have a beautiful life together. Ours is a welcoming community where we find connection, a spiritual community where we find meaning. Ours is a sharing community where our joys are amplified, a caring community where our sorrows are lessened. We take this moment to reflect on our joys and sorrows and acknowledge the mutual support of our community. If you would like, you may come forward and light a candle in silence as an expression of a special joy or sorrow.
We celebrate with those who have experienced joy, and we hold in our hearts those who struggle in the midst of sorrow. I invite you now into a time of meditation and contemplation. Mother Earth's humming, UUCA. Now, she still ripples. She still hums, pulses, quivers. She still sighs, murmurs under the skies. We pay attention and all we hear is urgency. Waters whirl, winds rise, fires rage, irate. The challenges are innumerable, but also infinite are the opportunities. Our grief is daunting, but also heartening is our compassion. We course a cosmic webbing holding awe and horror, wonder and doubt, creation and transition. Us and all others. This abysmal, relentless weaving is love in all its myriad forms. We listen while our Mother Earth's humming, her calling, her heartbeat throbbing, and her wails. We, as made of soil ourselves, are porous. Enacting love flows throughout, quenching the cracked soils of hopelessness, helplessness, and isolation. Breathing in, we return, expanding, full gratitude. Breathing out, we connect, unfolding kindness and care. It is love who guides grief to meaning, anger to action, despair to transformation, fear to safety. Thus, from love, all injuries heal, they repair, restore, and bridges open. Because our beings, whole, open. Trust becomes. Relatives recall those early steps of unknowing and discovering. Yes. Those first steps we walk again right here, right now. Today, we walk our steps attentive and intentional. Our past brings forth sensible alertness now. Tomorrow is right here, made of us, right now. Yes. Bring to heart the time we walked barefoot, when our feet caressed the skin of our lands, concerned little of thorns and pebbles, seeking first to play and connect. Relatives evoke the gentle holding of our Mother Earth, her caring gaze and her smiling. We smile back because we are indeed listening. Now we ripple. We hum, pulse, quiver. We sigh, murmur under the skies.
Mother's Day in the United States has a complicated history with conflicting ideas about what it should stand for. From a call for women to improve global policymaking and seek peace, to a day to honor women's work and role in the family, the history of the holiday reveals multiple insights into how mothers shape the world. Julia Ward Howe, best known as author of the Battle Hymn of the Republic, was an abolitionist, a women's rights advocate, and a peace activist. Horrified by the death and destruction of the Civil War, Howe issued her Mother's Day proclamation, urging the creation of an international body of women who could find ways to avoid war and bloodshed, with a Mother's Day of Peace to be celebrated annually. This is the Mother's Day Proclamation as written by Julia Ward Howe. Arise then, women of this day. Arise, all women who have hearts, whether our baptism be of water or of tears. Say firmly, we will not have great questions decided by irrelevant agencies. Our husbands have not come to us reeking with carnage for caresses and applause. Our sons shall not be taken from us to unlearn all that we have been able to teach them of charity, mercy, and patience. We, the women of one country, will be too tender of those of another country to allow our sons to be trained to injure theirs. From the bosom of the devastated earth, a voice goes up with our own. It says, disarm, disarm. The sword of murder is not the balance of justice. Blood does not wipe out dishonor, nor violence indicate possession. As men have often forsaken the plow and the anvil at the summons of war, let women now leave all that may be left of home for a great and earnest day of council. Let them meet first as women to bewail and commemorate the dead. Let them solely take counsel with each other as to the means, whereby the great human family can live in peace, and each bearing after her own time the sacred of impress, not of Caesar, but of God. The Unitarian Universalist Church of Akron is a sanctuary of love and welcome to all, living our values through the ministries that care for the earth and for each other. At this time, I invite you to make a donation for the work of this church. You may do so in the sanctuary, on our website with the Give button, or by scanning the QR code on our order of service. Your giving uplifts all of our ministries within these walls and in the wider world. Thank you for your generosity.
The version of Mother's Day we celebrate today is more directly rooted in the work of Anne Jarvis and her daughter, Anna Jarvis. Having lost many of her 12 children to childhood disease, Anne Jarvis became a community activist, spearheading public health initiatives, organizing mothers' work days to improve local environmental conditions, and making visible women's work, emotional as well as physical labor. Jarvis also shared with Howe the belief that women, and especially mothers, were uniquely suited to bring people together across divides with the goal of peace. After Anne's death, her daughter Anna succeeded in getting President Wilson to proclaim a Mother's Day, set on the second Sunday of May, the date her mother died, to honor the legacy of her mother and celebrate her and the work of mothers. Woman work, Maya Angelou. I've got the children to tend, the clothes to mend, the floor to mop, the food to shop, then the chicken to fry, the baby to dry. I got company to feed, the garden to weed. I've got shirts to press, the tots to dress, the cane to be cut. I gotta clean up this hut. Then see about the sick and the cotton to pick. Shine on me, sunshine. Rain on me, rain. Fall softly, dewdrops, and cool my brow again. Storm, blow me from here with your fiercest wind. Let me float across the sky till I can rest again. Fall gently, snowflakes. Cover me with white, cold, icy kisses, and let me rest tonight. Sun, rain, curving sky, mountain, oceans, leaf and stone, starshine, moon glow. You are all that I can call my own. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart composed his Piano Sonata No. 8 in A minor in 1778 during a deeply painful period of his life, the same summer that his mother, Anna Maria Mozart, died while traveling with him in Paris. The sonata stands out as one of only 2 piano sonatas Mozart wrote in a minor key, giving it an unusually dark and dramatic character compared to the elegance and brightness often associated with his music. Its restless opening theme, sharp contrasts, turbulent rhythms, and moments of intense emotional tension suggest a level of personal anguish rarely heard so openly in Mozart's earlier keyboard works. The first movement in particular feels driven by agitation and grief. Many scholars and performers believe the sonata reflects Mozart's emotional state after his mother's death, capturing feelings of shock, loneliness, and suppressed despair through music that is far more raw and tragic than most of his compositions from that time. And here to share with us and play it is Casper Laakso. we invite you to respond with the words up on the screen. The many names, Janet H. Bowering. Blessed is the person who feeds and warms, washes and comforts a child, and soothes them in illness.
For they shall be called caregiver.
Blessed is the person who gives shelter and food, clothing, toys, books, and tools.
For they shall be called provider.
Blessed is the person who opens doors in the child's experience, who explains the puzzling and wonders at the mysterious.
For they shall be called teacher.
Blessed is the person who shields a child from that which will wither and warp, who protects a child from abuse and exploitation, who guards against bullying and scorn.
For they shall be called defender.
Blessed is the person who takes the time to listen, who is there for a child in the darkness, who is aware of the fears, who speaks the words of encouragement in moments of despair.
For they shall be called sustainer.
Blessed is the person who guides a child in the search for beauty, who encourages them at what is daunting, who steadies them as they explore new experiences, who fires their aspirations and their dreams.
For they shall be called inspirer.
Blessed are all these persons who help bring an infant along the many paths to maturity. For in them is the future well-being of humanity. Now please rise in the ways that you are able to sing our closing hymn, number 1067, Mother Earth, Beloved Garden.
Teach the children. We don't matter so much, but the children do. Show them the daisies and the pale hepatica. Teach them the taste of sassafras and wintergreen. The lives of the blue sailors, mallow sunbursts, the moccasin flowers, and the frisky ones, inkberry, lamb's quarters, blueberries, and the aromatic ones, rosemary, oregano. Give them peppermint to put in their pockets as they go to school. Give them the fields and the woods and the possibility of the world salvaged from the lords of profit. Stand them in the stream, head them upstream. Rejoice as they learn to love this green space they live in, its sticks and leaves, and then be silent, beautiful blossoms. Attention is the beginning of devotion.
Praise song from my mother, Grace Nichols. You were water to me, deep and bold and fathoming. You were moon's eye to me, pull and grained and mantling. You were sunrise to me, rise and warm and streaming. You were the fish's red gill to me, the flame tree's spread to me, the crab's leg, the fried plantain smell, replenishing, replenishing. Go to your wide futures, you said. And now, will you please join me in thanking everyone who made today possible? Amanda. Our awesome tech team, Ron and Patrick and Steve. Our many musicians, our incredible soloist pianist, Casper Laakso. Singer Sharon McWhorter, our UU choir, Maddie and Allison, Linda and Sharon, Hallie and Janet, Linda and Bev who left, Linda and Bev, right. And Bruce, well, Ron and Bruce and David and Gary and Dexter, and our guest director, Jay White. Thank you. Our UU Band, Ron, you notice that name keeps coming up? And Becky, Bill, David, Brian, our incomparable music director who made all of this possible. And now, your mama may not dance, but that's no reason for you not to.